Okay, so test 3 review, questions 79 to 81. So when I have to multiply things, and if I have same, but opposite signs here, I just go, I remember that from here. So here, when I have the same numbers but opposite signs, it just means it's equal to, I square the first one and square the last one. So I'm just going to say, whatever this is, square it, and it has a minus in between. Let me put it down here so you can see while I do it. So then I square the second one, like that. So square and square root are opposite, and here 5 squared is 25, so that equals negative 20. So let's look at this again. When I see these numbers that are the same, root 5, 5, 5, and opposite signs, it reminds me of factoring. I can just say, oh, this is equal to this. So I square the first one, square the last one, but here, a square and a square root are opposite, kind of, so it leaves me with 5, and that's 25. Okay? But this one, this 2 just says write it twice. Root 7, what's that? Root 7 plus root 18, write it twice. Now I have to do the horrible thing of multiplying it out a lot, because there's no short way. So root 7 times root 7, when they're the same, it just makes it go like this, root 7 squared, and they're opposites, so it's just equal to 7. So because these are the same, root 7, that's equal to 7. So now, root 7 times root 18, and root 18 times root 7, and now I have root 18 times root 18, which is really 2 of them, which is squared, and they're so I have a square and a square root, they're opposite, kind of, and it gives me 18. So root 18 times root 18 is equal to 18. So now I just go 18 plus 7 is 25. And because these are square roots here, I can put these ones together. And because these are square roots, both the same, I can put them together. So 7 times 18, I don't know what it is, 126. And this is root 126 plus root 126. That's like saying happy face plus happy face. How much is that? Well, that's equal to 2 happy faces. So here I have root 126 plus root 126. So I have 2 root 126. And maybe I can simplify the 126. I don't know, so I'm going to check. 126, that's 2 times 63. I don't know what that is, so let me check. Let me move that up so you can see. So 126, I'm just factoring it. Let's go 126 divided by 2. Maybe divide by 3. Divide by 3. Okay, so because there's a 2 here, you don't see it because we don't write it with square roots. I have to have a group of 2 to take something out. And I can take out a group of 2 here, or one group of 3, but the 2 and the 7 have to stay in. So I'm just going to write it down here. 25 plus 2. Oops, I can take out a group of 3. So I can take out one group of 3, but there's already a 2 here, so I'm going to write the 2 in the front. And what stays? A 2 and a 7 has to stay. So I took out one group of 3, and this 2 was already here. So 2 times 3 is 6, and 2 times 7 is 14. Okay? So I just multiply things out slowly. Alright? It's messy, it's long, not fun. Okay, so when I look at this one, I'd say, ooh, they're opposite. But no, they're not. This is 2 root 7, this is 7 root 2, so I have to do it the long way. There's no fast way. I'm going to write it down here so I can see it better. Okay, so 2 root 7, ugh, I'm just going to write them out beside each other because it's messy. So 2 root 7, I'll make it nice so you can see. 2 root 7 times 7 root 2. That's my first one. Then I'm going to do this one. But because this is a plus, this is a minus, it's going to be minus. So 2 root 7 times root 7. Now this one, this times this. They're both pluses, so it's a plus. Root 2 times 7 root 2. Now the last one, plus times a minus is a minus. Root 2 times root 7. You don't have to do it like how I'm doing it, like step by step, but I find it easier. So 2 times 7 is 14. And because this is root 7 and root 2, they both have a 2 here, I can put them together. So 7 times 2 is 14. Okay. Root 7, they cancel each other out, and it's just a 7. So really it's just 2 times 7, which is 14. Okay, so this is a 7 in the front. Root 2 times root 2, well that's just 2. Because there was a 7 and this is 2. Now, because they both have root, like the same root as 2 here, I can put them together because it's multiply. 2 times 7 is 14. Let's just make it a little bit more simple. Okay, so 14 minus 14 is gone. Okay, so that's really saying 14 happy face minus happy face. So pretend these are happy faces. 14 happy face minus 1 happy face is 13 happy faces. So this is really 14 root 14 minus root 14. That's, oops, not 14. That would be 13 of these things. Because I just replaced this root 14 because they're the same. And there's really a 1 in front of there. So it's like 14 happy faces minus 1 happy face is 13 happy faces. So I write it like that. Okay. I don't like the numbers. They're kind of confusing. 14, 14, 14.